If you guys are interested in being a member, then click the join button down below to check out the available perks. The first tier is only $1. Thank you to those of you who choose to join. What's up mod squad, MOB back with another Division 2 build breakdown video. Not long after my last legendary build video, I put out a poll on my community tab asking you guys where you wanted to see me showcase my legendary builds, summit or in missions. As you guys can see, the majority of you voted for missions, so missions you'll see as well. After my last solo legendary build, which you guys loved, I decided to go through the comments to check out the feedback. What I found was it held the majority of you, but there were still some of you who needed more from the build, mainly in the form of survivability. I know this type of build isn't for everybody, but these builds are made to help those who get easily discouraged and struggle with the higher difficulties, whether that be heroic strongholds, legendary missions or the summit. Using this kind of build makes it extremely hard for you to die, and at the same time allows you to put out high amounts of damage which wrecks all types of legendary NPCs. The only thing you have to worry about when using this build is your positioning. Other than that, this build makes the legendary missions doable, legendary floors 1 to 100 easy, and heroic content feel casual. The previous build I made gave us armor regen and bonus armor on kill, which for some of you wasn't enough. So with this build you'll also have armor on kill, health on kill and status effect on kill, which really comes in clutch. You'll also hit harder with both base damage and crit damage. This is a over the top immortal tank DPS build for those who want to do legendary missions, legendary summit or even farm heroic content solo and never have to struggle. We're talking about 1.5 to 1.7 million base armor, depending on if you want to go for the full tank version or the higher damage version, 3% armor regen, 20% armor on kill, 100% health on kill, 40 to 50% bonus armor on kill, disorient on kill, and finally a self-regenerating bulwark shield with 15 million health that only hunters can take down. Paired with this build's over the top survivability, we also hit very hard. With all buffs active, we're looking at 268% weapon damage, 51% crit chance and 95% critical hit damage, and 10% damage to targets out cover. All this allows us to hit for 1.5 million base damage and 2.9 million crits to the body. This build isn't the build to use to help you speedrun through legendary content, but is a build that will majorly help those who play solo get through legendary content a lot easier. You can also use this build in a squad and it will perform the same. I'm sure the majority of you guys by now would have noticed what I'm using and you're probably scratching your heads. This is a set designed for SMGs and shotguns, yet it's being used in a pistol build. All I'm going to say is I think outside the box, and just because it has SMG and shotgun damage on it, it doesn't mean it can't be used with any other weapons. Those of you who love my chameleon run and gun build with this set will know exactly what I'm talking about. This build could also be used to run and gun with an SMG for those of you who don't want to use the pistol all the time. You have another option. Now before we get into the build breakdown, I want to give a huge thanks to all of you for 25k subscribers. It really goes to show the impact of the likes and comments you guys leave on my videos. Interaction plays a huge part on where the videos are placed in the algorithm and how well they do. Thanks to you guys averaging from 500 to 1000 likes a video, so many of my videos have blown up and have reached a wider audience. So with that said, don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video, as it helps push our videos into the recommended section. If you're new, make sure you subscribe for lots more Division 2 content. And with that said, let's get into the build breakdown. Right guys, getting into the build breakdown, start off with the specialization. We are using the technician. We get the 1-3 skill tier which goes towards our shield. That means I can spec into either another red or a blue. We also get extra damage to drones, skill proxies, so it's great for summit because we're going against the black tusk, so there's a lot of robo dogs, drones and all that good stuff. And that's pretty much why we're using this specialization. It's my favorite to use when it comes to the summit. We have the Liberty pistol as our main weapon. We have 431.6k base damage, goes up to around 500 when we have the memento buff and everything active. We have 173 RPM with 8 in a magazine. So on the talent, we have Liberty or Death, hits grant plus 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times, so that's 60% weapon damage. That's insane, and that's just hitting body shots. Headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield for 3%. Now you only want to go for a headshot if you really need your shield health back. Like if you're in a dire situation. Other than that, always go for the body shots so you stack up that weapon damage. Looking at the attachments on this, we have 5% headshot damage on the scope, 5% crit chance on the muzzle, 15% rate of fire on the grip, which you can't see, and then we have the magazine giving us 15% weapon handling, which you don't even feel because this thing kicks like a mule. Moving on to the secondary, we have the SIG MPX. I like this SMG because it has really good range and accuracy over range. We have the talent killer on here. Sometimes when I stack up on armor, I like to just switch out the pistol and just finish off the floor with the SMG. Just have a bit more fun because it can be tiring using the pistol. Looking at the attachments on this weapon, we have 5% critical hit damage on the scope, we have crit chance on the laser pointer, crit damage on the flash hider, and then the magazine gives us the extra 20 rounds. Now moving on to the gear piece, starting off with the Hunter's Fury Mask. As you can see, we have shotgun damage at 15%, SMG damage 15%, that's going to apply to the SIG MPX. The 3-piece, 20% armor on kill, 100% health on kill, and then we have the 4-piece. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, applying your weapon damage against them by 20%. So as soon as you see that red marker above the head, that's when you're going to get the debuff, that's the extra 20%. Killing a debuff enemy with your weapon disorientates other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Looking at the attributes, we have 170k armor, we have 3.5% crit chance, and then crit chance as a mod at 6%. Moving on to the chest piece, we have a Seska chest piece, 13.6% weapon damage. I'm still optimizing it, as you can see, 5.5% critical hit chance, 12% critical hit damage, and 5.8% critical hit chance via a mod. And we are using Intimidate. This is a shield build, a tank DPS shield build, so we're going to be right up in the face of everything and everyone. So we have Intimidate, while you have bonus armor, amplifies total weapon damage by 35% to enemies within 10 meters. Moving on to the holster, and as you can see, we have 15% weapon damage and 12% critical hit damage. Knee pads, max armor at 170k, then we have 10.2% critical hit damage. Not all my pieces are maxed out, sadly. I will get around to optimizing them, I just need to majorly farm some materials. The gloves, 170k armor, and then 10.2% critical hit damage. And finally, of course, the Memento backpack, which is the bread and butter of this build. We have 15% weapon damage, 170k armor, 1 skill tier, and then 5.4% critical hit chance. Here is the Bulwark shield. As you can see, it's a tier 6, made up of 4 blues and 1 yellow. You can see the mods there, 4.9% shield health, 4.6% shield health, and then the 5% damage bonus, which doesn't apply. As you can see, 13.5 million health, goes up to 15 million once the buffs come in from the Memento. Moving on to the Artificer, which also contributes to the buff of health on the Bulwark shield. As you see, mods down here, 8.6% stim efficiency, and we get 4 extra stim charges, and then we have 10% duration. And that is pretty much it for the build, guys. We're going to look at the stat sheet. I'm not going to talk through it. I'm going to leave you guys with some gameplay. Don't forget to smash that like button to support the channel, to help us grow. If you're new, hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Got all kinds of builds, man, all kinds. So check out the builds, plenty of them to get you through legendary, heroic, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Mob Squad.
I have a good target.